Hi everybody, today we are going to discuss a topic from micro teaching skills. Can you guess the topic with these two images? Yes, it is set induction skill. Set induction is also called as anticipatory set. The term anticipatory set was coined by Madeline Cheek Hunter. Was an American educator, was the creator of instructional theory into practice, and also developed a model for teaching and learning that was widely adopted by schools during the last quarter of the 20th century. She was named one of the 100 most influential women of the 20th century and one of the 10 most influential in education by Syria Research Institute and the National Women's Hall of Fame. Set induction is one of the skill in micro teaching. It is nothing but skill of introducing the lesson. It is the step taken by a teacher to begin a lesson or other classroom activity. It is about getting ready and induced in right mindset to learn and concerned with the ways of introducing the teaching and learning process. Why set induction? To gain the attention of learners and prepare them into a state of readiness. Motivate the learners and get them interested in the lesson. To get students focus. To suggest an approach of the lesson. To give meaning to a new concept or principle such as giving examples. Nextly, cycle of set induction skill. To practice set induction skill, we have to frame 5-minute lesson plan and we can practice for 5 to 7 minutes. The cycle of set induction skill are as follows. Lesson note, teach lesson, discussion and feedback, lesson note, re-teach, re-discussion and re-feedback. We have freedom to select the standard and unit for the lesson. While practicing the set induction skill, we ought to select the unit for lesson by observing sub-skills. Let us see the sub-skills for set induction skill. They are greeting, arousing curiosity, revival of previous knowledge, use of teaching aids, effectiveness, statement of aim, title writing, linking with the unit, creativity, time management, and overall impression. Greeting. Greeting is the first and foremost step in practicing set induction skill or starting a lesson. A teacher ought to greet the students with the polite or caring words or actions to the students to motivate the learning. Greeting can be done by wishing them, responding to their wishing, smiling at them, clapping hands while entering, asking them to do some warm-up activities, etc. Secondly, arousing curiosity. A teacher has to arouse the curiosity among the students to make the topic interesting. This can be done by telling a story, presenting facts, showing newspaper cuttings, sharing experiences, dramatization, referring current issues, telling riddle, giving puzzle, saying some quotes that are related to the topic, etc. Thirdly, revival of previous knowledge. A teacher has to check the previous knowledge of the students to understand the present content, what the teacher is going to teach. For example, to understand adjective, the previous knowledge is noun. To understand Second World War, the previous knowledge is First World War. To understand types of rainfall, the previous knowledge is rainfall. To understand triangles, the previous knowledge is angles. Nextly, using teaching aids. A teacher can use any one of these teaching aids to start a lesson. For example, charts, models, objects, experiment, newspaper, blackboard, books, etc. Next is bringing effectiveness. A teacher can bring effectiveness when starting the class itself. This can be done by asking questions to the students and involving the students. When the teacher asks questions or involves the students, the classroom management is easy for the teacher. This makes the teaching and learning process effective. Next to effectiveness, let us see about the statement of aim. This is the closing statement by the teacher disclosing the title and author of the lesson. For example, let us study about the flowers. Let us study about the poem Daffodil written by Wordsworth. Let us study about the types of software. Statement of aim means the teacher is closing the motivation part and starting the lesson. Next comes title writing. A teacher has to do it after making statement of aim and divide the board into two parts. Write in the flowing manner. Do not teach the lesson. Introduce the lesson within 5 minutes. Write the title and then stop. A teacher should bring link within the lesson. That is bringing link between introduction and statement of aim. A teacher should be creative in choosing and using teaching method and teaching aids. A teacher should know to manage the time, that is, to start a lesson, a teacher can take 5 to 7 minutes. Lastly, overall impression. Overall impression is nothing but confidence, appearance, communication style of a teacher, etc. A teacher can give overall impression or outline of a lesson after introducing the lesson. While a teacher introduces the lesson, students may or may not take notes. Mainly, students listens. Nextly, do's and don'ts in the set induction skill. Do not start teaching directly. Complete the formality. Write the date on the top left corner. Name of the subject on the top and the middle. Standard on right corner of the board. Do not tell the title of the lesson. Make the students to tell it accurately or approximately. A teacher has to be pleasant while starting the lesson. Let us know the ways to good set induction. A teacher can perform or do something to start a lesson. Start talking in low tone. I focus on students with disruptive behavior. Ask questions to access the prior knowledge or skills of the students. Give them learning objectives. Review previous knowledge or previous lesson and link them to what is to be learned in the class. Show them real objects or pictures. Give them demonstration. These are the ways to good set induction. Let us conclude. First impression is the best impression. Whatever begins well, that ends well. Therefore, a teacher has to begin a lesson in proper manner to continue and complete the lesson smoothly in an understandable and an effective manner. Note, all the micro-teaching skill are interrelated. For instance, a teacher can use skill of blackboard, stimulus variation, questioning, reinforcement, fluency while practicing set induction skill or starting the lesson. Skill of explanation and closure are not related to set induction skill. Let us come to your favorite part. Facts about set induction skill. Skill of introducing the lesson is very much important than any other micro-teaching skills because that serves as a route in teaching and learning process. And also at the time of teaching job interview, most of the interviewers like to observe only the skill in teacher and select or offer the job. It is really surprising to know that really 80% of the interviewers see only the skill of introducing in demo class. Only few interviewers observe the demo class completely. So there is a chance of failing in interview. Therefore, it is best to practice this skill first to become a teacher. So, dear students, I hope that you have understood the importance of practicing set induction skill. One who dares to teach must never cease to learn. It means one who dares to teach must dare to learn micro teaching skill. Thank you. See you in next video.